a royal announcement from the palace. The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois, Reginald, Lancelot, Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Our son is looking dreamy-eyed. The prince is giving a ball.
They say he's looking for a bride. He may find one at the ball.
I hope that he proposed to me. I pray that he'll propose to me. Why shouldn't he propose to me?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermentrude, Guinevere, Macy, Margaret Anne is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
I wish I were a bolder girl.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of His Majesty King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaus, Leopold Sidney, Frederick John is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
But today, Your Majesty, first you slay the dragon.
And the giant.
Yes, and the giant. Then we announce the royal ball.
You know, Harold, my life is amazing. I just wish I had more meaning.
Oh, sire, you're probably just tired. Here, let us stop and get you some water. You there, peasant, fetch us some water.
Harold, don't speak to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
Just look at her. She's filthy. Here you are, sire.
Thank you, kind lady.
Give her some money.
Why?
It's charity. You have things and she doesn't. You start a revolution again. If you give her stuff, she won't start a revolution against you.
Spare change. Spare change.
Here we go. The moment you bring up charity, out comes all the layabouts.
Here you go, old woman.
Be gone with you!
No, good sir, please. Marie is harmless. She lives in the woods and only comes to town to gather what others have thrown away. She's gentle and sweet, but, you know.
My hand tastes really great. Want to try?
You're a good friend, and having good friends is what this world is about. Come on, Harold. Let's journey on.
Thank you for saving me, dear. I shall repay this favor someday.
Thank you, Marie, but that's not necessary. But did you know that man? He was so handsome and kind.
That was no man. That was the prince, slayer of giants and dragons. He will be king soon.
That man? You think he is royalty? But he appears to have a heart. Marie, you are crazy.
That might be, but it was the prince. Look at your coin. His face is on it.
Why, it is him. Here, Marie, you take it. Buy yourself something warm to eat. Cinderella! Cinderella! I have to go. Goodbye, Marie. Cinderella, come along. Cinderella, close the door.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, my chair.
What about my chair, Cinderella? Cinderella, it's freezing.
Poke the fire, Cinderella.
Really, Cinderella? Cinderella, really?
Now, I want to talk to you, my daughters. Well, I want to talk to my own daughters.
That girl always wants to sit down. No wonder she never gets anything done.
Now, Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
And Portia.
Yes, ma'am.
As you well know, my little muppets, this ball the prince is giving is for one purpose only.
To choose a bride!
Exactly. And every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you two.
Yes, ma'am.
On our shopping tour today, I bought you the most beautiful clothes with all the frill and foo-foo my purse could afford. So whether or not you marry the prince, you will marry somebody this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody this year? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm exhausted from all that shopping. Off to our beauty sleep.
I'm all tired out too, going from store to store the way we did. You're tired? Yes, I'm tired. And I suppose you think you're the only one who's tired. Well, who bought the most? That has nothing to do with it. That has everything to do with it.
Enough! Go to your room, both of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you, don't sit there gaping at me. Clean up this place.
Yes, stepmother.
How can they be so tired looking at all those beautiful things and buying so many of them? I was too excited to be tired. How I love this room when they've all gone out but me, except for you, my little friends.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wings of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had herself made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad
you are.
What do you mean? A fine father you are.
I mean, you never worry about him.
Why should I worry about him?
Because he isn't happy.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married?
Look at your belt.
How could I have gained so much weight in 5 years?
Because that's all you've done for 5 years, is gained weight. You haven't worn a court costume because we haven't thrown a ball for 5 years. The royal tailor will just have to make you a new one.
That'll cost money.
Just wait until you see what this ball is gonna cost. Enter.
What?
Ah, the chef. Have you prepared the meal for the ball yet?
Your Majesties,
Your Majesties.
a list of the bare necessities.
List of the bare necessities. For what?
For 1,700 guests.
Seems a lot. Don't have any king crab.
Very well, Your Majesties.
I'd hate to see that written on the menu. King crab seems like a comment on my disposition.
1,000 baby lobsters for the salad.
Wow.
And 500 pheasant for the
Aye,
pie. 1,000 pounds of caviar.
1,000?
Hush.
That's more than the sturgeon can supply.
I told the steward to get us 40 acres of lettuce and 600 sapling pigs for roasting.
What about the marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I do.
Why?
For toasting.
Surely you'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
Some marbleized steaks, a rack of lamb, and veal you raise to braise.
Limburger cheese and gourmandise, Gouda Gruyere and blue.
Chunks of Swiss and barrels, please.
Sure, it's holy too.
Puddings and pies, rum souffle, succulent chocolate rounds.
Sweet can eat all day.
Gain some royal pounds. All right, everyone, let's go buy some more food for the ball, and maybe some new plates to go with that. I was also thinking of a disco ball to light up the entire room, and maybe that new gown I was looking at.
And whose purse is that coming out of?
Yours. And that tiara would be actually very, very lovely. Thank you.
She was just like my mom.
Hello, Father.
Oh, hello, my boy. Christopher, how you feeling?
Fine, Father.
You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
Why, no, Father.
Ha, just what I thought.
It seems to me, sir, that you look a little tired.
I am. When I think of that darn ball.
Yeah, well, to tell you about that, sir, it's not a night I'm looking forward to. Dancing with all those candidates.
Candidates?
Every simpering girl in the kingdom. Each one determined that she's the right princess for me.
Yes, I know how you feel, my boy. But your mother's got her heart set on this affair.
I know.
So it's best that we don't let her know. It would break her heart.
Oh, hello, my dear.
Mother, I was just saying how much I'm looking forward to the ball. It sounds wonderful.
Oh, does it?
Yes, and I was wondering if I can help with any preparations.
Well, maybe you can, dear.
Well, see you later.
Getting a cold. Better want to take something for it. Don't want to have a red nose at the ball.
I'll be over it by then. gloves, Cinderella. Cinderella, my flowers.
You look beautiful. Yes, we do. Come on, girls. Have a good time.
Oh, we will.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Hello, Cinderella. I've come to repay the kindness you showed me.
Thank you, Marie, but
Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
foolish. But what's wrong with dreaming?
Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Are you my fairy godmother?
Yes, I just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in that pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Foolish. What's wrong with dreaming?
Fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
But isn't every girl just wishing and dreaming she were at the ball tonight?
Why aren't you there?
My stepmother. Well, someone has to mind the house. Marie, why don't you believe in wishes and dreams, that sometimes something marvelous and magical could happen?
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that once in a while something marvelous and magical can happen. Only thing is, it's dangerous to believe too much.
Why?
You get in the habit of sitting back and expecting things. You've got to help yourself, you know.
I know. I always wind up wishing and dreaming. I don't suppose it does any good at all.
Well, I don't say that it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything has to start with a wish.
Marie, do you know what I was wishing tonight?
I'm almost afraid to hear.
I was wishing that that pumpkin out in the yard would turn into a great big golden carriage that would take me to the ball tonight.
What were you going to do for horses?
4 white mice would turn into horses?
Were you going to drive them yourself?
Oh no, there'd be a coachman and a footman too. I know what you're going to say. Fold-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee.
Yes, fol-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee.
Just the same, I'm wishing, in the name of every young girl who's ever wanted to go to a ball and was told she couldn't. I'm wishing that by some magic, or fold-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, that I could go to the ball tonight.
Impossible.
I suppose.
For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage, impossible. For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage, and 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and don't believe what sensible people say. And because these stuffed and dewy dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. But Marie, if you were a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, now you are my fairy godmother, then all things can be possible.
I suppose so.
Then you could change it all. You can make it all happen.
No, but you can change it all. You can make it all happen.
Oh, never, I couldn't.
You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fol-de-roll and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these stuffed and dewy dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every
and you don't have to.
It's the most
Well, come on.
beautiful
If you
gown
don't
in all-
hurry, the ball will be over before you get there.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four-eyed mice are easily turned to horses. Such foldy-roll and fiddly-dee of courses. Quite possible.
For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules.
Believe what sensible people say. And because they have to do it, I just keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible.
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 Well, have a lovely night.
Aren't you coming with me?
Oh, heavens no. All I can do is give you your wish.
But-
How it turns out from here is up to you.
But I'm afraid to go by myself.
You needn't be except for one thing. Don't stay beyond 12 o'clock. See that you are in the coach and off for home before the clock strikes 12.
Why isn't it so important that I leave before 12?
No more questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
I'm just afraid our son is having a worse time than I am.
I've lost track of the prince! He's dancing with joy! Is he? Oh, that joy. I want a shot at him!
Your Majesty, can I say something personal? I think,
You think?
very nice weather, isn't it?
You really shouldn't be so personal.
Well, my mother told me I should say something personal to the prince.
Perhaps you should return to your mother for further instructions.
I'm gonna be a lawyer. Just like my namesake in Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venus. She was a lawyer too, you know.
Really?
Yep. Someday I'm gonna stand up in a courtroom and say something about how, like, the quality of mercy is not strange. You know what I mean?
I'm afraid I do.
Now the party's starting to look better.
I wonder who she is.
You know, him dancing with that lovely creature, you know, it takes me back
To where?
to the first time I danced with you, my darling.
I wonder who she is.
I've never seen that girl before.
Well, whoever she is, it's clear he likes her the best.
Have we met before?
Well, I don't get out often.
I have this strange feeling inside, and I don't know what it is.
That's exactly how I feel.
Do you have any idea what it might be?
No.
Well, let's think back over our history together.
Well, it isn't very long, is it?
10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have
Now that's the smell of a man. Why would a fella want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a solid girl like me?
She's a frothy little bubble with the flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm.
Ow, ow.
Why would a fella want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
But not any pinker than a rose's.
her skin may be delicate and soft,
But not any softer than a dose's.
her neck is no wider than a swan's.
She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird.
So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the men? What's the matter with the men? What's the matter with the men? Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? Aww, it's a pity. I'm as pretty. Plus, I have the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting, always waiting. Nevertheless, I'm in a mess. Loosen my dress. Help me, I'm starting to faint. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who isn't dizzy. Why would a fellow ever once prefer
A high-strung girl like me. Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
What's the matter with
but
the
not
man?
any pinker than a rose's.
matter with
her
the
skin
man?
may be delicate and soft,
What's the matter with
but
the
not
man?
any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan's.
What's the matter with
She's
the
only as dainty as a daisy.
What's the matter with
She's
the man?
only as graceful as a bird.
What's the matter with
so
the
why
man?
is a fella going crazy? Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the
man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man?
The ballroom's too crowded.
Yeah, it's nicer out here.
Yes, it is.
I really should be going.
Why?
Well, I promised my godmother.
Your godmother will forgive you if you're a little late.
Oh, no, she won't. I have a strange kind of godmother.
And you're a strange kind of girl. You haven't even told me your name yet.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name. Whatever your name is, it's the most beautiful name in the world.
Midnight. Oh, no, I have to go.
No, please, wait!
Chris, are you out here?
I thought I heard someone scream. Your Highness? Christopher?
What happened, son?
I don't know. We were talking and she just left. I found the glass slipper on the stairs. Dad, we have to find her.
We will, son. We will.
Sir, may I send Harold in search of the kingdom?
Of course.
Harold, See that this slipper is shone on every young maiden in the kingdom, no matter how unlikely she looks. Keep trying until you find the foot that fits the slipper. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Highness. Yes.
Find the girl.
What a night! What a magnificent affair! Was there a lot of people there?
Oh, I'd say about 5,000.
The ballroom of the palace must be very large then.
About a mile long. And what beautiful music for dancing.
Did either of you get to dance with the prince?
I danced about an hour with him. An hour? Didn't you? Well, if you did, of course I did.
I wouldn't be surprised if the prince were to take one of my girls as his bride. Did you know everyone there?
Oh, just about, except one girl who arrived late and left early. Probably a princess or something.
Did she dance with the prince?
She was only there for a few minutes. Did you go to sleep right after we left?
I was dreaming of what it must have been like at the ball.
You couldn't possibly imagine what it was like.
Maybe I have more imagination than you think.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like the lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows.
I do not know, things are so, I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom, and the room itself is floating in the air, you are suddenly confronted by your highness. You are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance. You make a bow, a timid bow, and shyly answer yes.
How would you know that this is so?
caution. I am throwing caution to the wind. I can imagine it as well. Imagine what that girl would be feeling when dancing with the prince. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you'll know you'll never see. You'll meet a prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Worst nonsense I've ever heard.
But, Mother.
Enough. Go to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's all Cinderella's fault.
Yeah, her trying to imagine what it was like at the ball. It wasn't anything like that. Nothing like it at all.
Look at this place. Clean it up. It's a pig pen.
Yes, stepmother. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above me, danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through, away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
The prince intends to search until he finds a girl who fits the bill, but not the bill of the shoe, I mean the shoe to fit a queen.
See? It's clearly mine.
Next! Next! Next!
Next. 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 Oh.
Please take this off. Ugh. Enter.
It's my shoe! I'd know that anywhere. Ugh. It fits perfectly. Me next, me next.
It didn't fit
See?
me.
It's my shoe. You shrunk it!
Is there anyone else in the house?
I mean, no one else is here.
What about Cinderella?
Where? Who's Cinderella?
She's just a chimney sweep, a general helper around the house. There'd be really no point in her trying on the shoe. She didn't even attend the ball.
I have instructions to try the slipper on everyone. I'll check the rest of the house just to make certain there's no one else here.
How dare you come poking your nose in my business?
I thought this was the prince's business. He is the one who's trying to find the missing girl, isn't he?
But Cinderella?
Well, she's a girl.
Very well. There's no one else here.
What?
I mean, of course, I said that, didn't I?
I don't understand. Where could she be? Of course, I know.
And you try the slipper on every young maiden.
Every young maiden that could be found, Your Highness. Even a knight. I'm sorry.
Thank you. You may go. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. I had no idea anyone was in here.
Wait, you look familiar somehow. Do you work in the palace?
No, Your Highness.
Maybe it was just the end of a dream that didn't come true, but a glass slipper that didn't fit anyone.
No, Your Highness, you mustn't give up hope.
It was a waste of time. Wild goose chase. It was impossible.
But Your Highness, impossible things are happening every day.
And even foolish dreams come true.
Yes, Your Highness. If you wish hard enough and believe in what you're wishing in, even foolish dreams can come true.
Who are you?
I'm just a girl from the country. I'd better go. My stepmother will be wondering where I am.
Your stepmother will forgive you if you're a little late.
No, really, I must be going.
What's your name?
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name. Wouldn't like it. Stop. Did anyone try the glass slipper on you?
No, Your Highness.
I found you, and I still don't even know your name.
My name is Cinderella.
Cinderella. That's the most beautiful name in the world.
Impossible things are happening every Someone wants you. You know who. Now you're living. There's music in you. Now you'll hear something new. Someone's playing the music in you. Now you're living, you know why. Now there's nothing you won't try. Move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you. Now you can go wherever you want to go.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four-eyed mice are easily turned to horses. Such foldy-roll and fiddle-de-day, of course, is quite possible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and don't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft are doing it, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible.